I came to Swami many years ago. I had heard about Sai Baba in Venezuela, but of course, information I had was not good. It said he was a black magician, which I didn't really do more research in that area because why would I want to get involved in that? But that was some information that the group where I belonged to was, they were partial and they mentioned that. But years after that, I was living in Houston, Texas, and we got initiated into Kriya Yoga. The person who initiated us into Kriya Yoga, we had somehow another conversation about Sai Baba, and he said, "Oh no, that's not true. It's the wrong information." So, well, that opened us up, and that must have been 1982 or before 1982, 1981. And at that point, we decided to come to Florida. We got another initiation, disciple of Sri Yukteswar Paramahansa Yogananda's guru, and we got initiation from him too. So we got three different initiations. But he was opening an ashram supposedly in Florida. So we thought, well, this would be a good opportunity to go over to Florida and find out, be close to a spiritual life. At the end, he came back to Texas, and we were in Florida. And okay, well, what do we do now? At that point, we decided, well, I guess we better find out more about Sai Baba. So the person he was staying with was a Indian doctor, and his wife was Sai Baba follower. And Gabriela saw a small picture of Sai Baba, and she wanted to know more about him. So it's like we tried to contact the wife. I tried to contact, and I was not able to get through till my wife called and find out. And then we told us, oh, yes, there's a group in Orlando. And they gave us a library to go meet, get some books and all to find out. So we went over to, at that point, they had the American group and the Indian group. So we went over to the American group. They had a few people, and we got to go one or two times, and then the group dissolved. So we went to find out, then eventually they came together. But my wife was the one who had uh, gotten information, and as a matter of fact, the first book she read was My Baba and I, and she was trying to find out about Sai Baba, but that's her story. Maybe I should not tell too much if you're going to interview her. And we had the opportunity to go to Sai Center. She was working in the Disney store, and she could not come to the session, so I basically started going without her. Um, my so that's how I got to know about Sai Baba. So years afterwards, we had gone to India. We went with a friend from Houston and some members from the Orlando area. And we got a small group and we went over. We got to see Swami in Puttaparthi and then in Whitefield. And Whitefield was the chance we had to see Sai Baba. The friend of ours, he was uh, originally from Colombia. We were talking about the interviews, and uh, anyway, he sort of Swami addressed him. But one of the things that was funny, in the sense that Swami was looked like he was avoiding the area, and somebody was sitting next to him who had gone to India and been there for a long time. He told him, "Oh, Sai Baba doesn't come over to this area." And it's like, well, we were all sitting down and we saw Sai Baba was going, and we all praying internally, Swami, please go to him. Actually, he was a little upset because one of the girls in the group, would say, "Oh, don't worry, he will come to you." And he was, I said, "No, he told me to go." So he was a little upset, and he got chewed her out. And when the next day, when we are in the white field, Swami apparently passes the area and then comes back and walks directly to him. And he asks him, "Where are you from?" "Colombia." Swami, uh, and uh, so he then identified with the group we have done for the interview. So anyway, he materialized vibhuti, gave to him the vibhuti, and he was uh, grabbed the vibhuti, was ready to eat it all up, and then he thought of his wife, and he stopped and saved some for her. And so that was one of the things that we had talked afterwards, and everybody was saying, yes, I was praying for the same thing. So it's like unity of thoughts, and Swami showed his omniscience coming directly to him. And he was having a lot of physical pain. He was not able, he was having problems sitting down. Um, uh, he had some pain, and they had some acupuncture work on him. But anyway, the next thing we know, he lost his sense of smell. And not too long after that, he died of cancer. So I guess that was one of the things. Swami was sort of talking. We were friends for a long time, and he was also on a spiritual path for the same organization, and he was happy to have joined and go to India, but he was going through a lot of physical pain. So that was our first opportunity that we got to see Sai Baba. And to me, one of the things that impacted me, I was uh, going through one of the things we had a young adult who Sai Baba came and talked. He was a little upset that Swami didn't give us an interview. And anyway, uh, I was trying to not be affected by all those things. And it's like, okay, and I was not particularly caring if I got an interview or not. I was hoping, but nothing that I was into it. But when I got back to U.S., it's like I was not. Swami worked something within me, and it's like I was shedding tears. I could not sing bhajans. I was in turmoil. It's like so I skipped the center for a couple of weeks or so. Yes, did take emotional thing. So Swami probably was working something within me. So we had that passed, and we had the opportunity to go to uh, India another time, and one of the things. So we had several trips that we made, and one of the things I decided was, okay, no expectations. So it's like Swami was working that within me, and that was the way how he was pulling me. And so it was saying no expectations. And after that, I was able to, Swami finally got to give us an interview in 1987. And we were a group of people in that, some people from New York, some people from Milwaukee. And one thing is Swami, there was a lady with two children. Jerry, I think, was her husband, who had passed away. Dr. Goldstein had gathered us to go. After we had the interview, he gathered us to go up to the Chitravati. They were going to cremate his body. He had cancer, brain tumor. So that was like, okay, well, we got the interview, but it seemed to be so short. So basically, that was another thing. Swami got us into the interview room. My wife, she was uh, got in the front area, got hold of Swami's feet, did not want to let go of Swami. She was telling me to go sit up front. And I felt, okay, this does not sound right, but okay, I tried to follow what she said, and Swami sent me back. So I knew inside, and Swami knows your thoughts and everything. So after that, we had the interview. That was after that we had a pilgrimage in uh, 2007 region from Sai to Sai, and we had over 200 people going for the pilgrimage. We were able to present songs in front of Swami, and they had got me to be the videographer for our region. So I was in the clock room uh, with the camera and equipment. They had sort of kept me away, and it's like, okay, I was waiting for them to bring me out. My wife was wondering, well, where's my husband? He's not there. Till finally they said I could come out and bring the equipment, and we were able to record. That was uh, in July sometime. Actually, after we had the presentation, there was like only about 20 some odd people left from 200 people to be in the interview, not the interview room, but the temple. And at that point, Swami did a marriage ceremony for my wife and myself. My wife was the one that uh, got. Swami was asking a couple ladies, well, where's your husband? And she would say, oh no, Swami, we're not together or something. I can't remember what. And then asked another one, and she was trying to say, oh, I'm single. And my wife said, oh, Swami's looking for someone. Swami, I'm married. And then he was asking, okay, where's your husband? Oh, we were sort of on the same line. Like she was on the ladies' side, I was on the men's side. And she pointed to me and said, oh, yes. He was, asked her if you have any children. No, no children. Do you want children? I said, no, Swami, we're happy. And so he called us both to go sit right in front of him. And she was uh, basically, Swami asked her, what do you want? And she was saying, Swami, I only want you. And Swami gets, what do you want? Oh, Swami, no, you. Swami didn't get to the third time, but then you have me already. Uh, and then Swami said, I'm going to give you something. And he materialized the mangalsutra and had Lakshmi and two elephants. And he was saying, who is here? We had heard Sai Gita had just passed away. We knew that Swami had been crying and all, so we didn't want to bring anything about Sai Gita, that far from it. And we didn't want to say anything. And Swami said, Sai Gita. And then he pointed to the other side, and we didn't answer. He said, another Sai Gita. And that's when he got another elephant. So that's what was something that for us, it was sort of a revelation of something that would be happening. But at the end, Swami had he was chanting some mantras and all. We didn't know what it was that he was chanting. We had no clue of what was going on. Just saw that he had done the medallion. And while she was seeing the medallion, Swami was sort of bringing the medallion, and she was noticing, oh, well, that chain is too short. She was talking in her head, and Swami started stretching. And then she was saying, hey, Swami, don't thin up the chain. Make sure it stays the same. And he pretty much finished everything, and he was ready to give. He told her, "I'm giving you everything here," and he showed her the medallion, and she was ready to put her neck out to Swami, put her on her. Swami, no, gave the medallion to me and told me to put it on her, so we put it on her. But he basically made emphasis for her that I'm giving you everything here. So that was one of the things that transpired. Now, at the end, when he was giving out the vibhuti, he gave vibhuti to the people that were there, and he told me specifically, keep this with you at all times. So he gave me some vibhuti, and it's like I had gone out to places when I travel. It's like people try to get hold of a vibhuti and try to test it if it's positive or so, some type of drug and all. So eventually I got a locket to keep it, and that's been okay. They haven't bothered me since. But one of the things Swami was in the group was telling us we need to repeat, I am God, I am God, I am God. He made that reference to us, and I'm with you, around you, above you, below you. And basically, we pretty much that was at the end of the meeting. Swami told her she had the chain, and he told her, put it in, don't let anybody touch it, keep it hidden. So that's what she's done. She was also wondering, what do I do? It's like everybody's going to be coming. So he gave her instructions to keep it, don't let anybody touch it, keep it hidden. And that was pretty much the end of our interview. When we got outside, it's like people were asking, you know what Swami just did? And it's like, I had no clue. No, they told me Swami just married you. So it was a surprise. That was one of my desires from youth, make sure that God blesses me, guides me to the right person. So this is, to me, was a revelation. When we were in Orlando, she was working at the Christmas store, a Disney Christmas store, and she, after she read the book My Baba and I, she was wondering, was reading about mantras. Swami was saying, "Oh, you could do any mantra, Sai Ram." So she started reciting the Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, on her way to work. And when she was at work, she was getting ready to give some money, change to some of the customers. And when she was getting ready to give the change, she felt somebody was looking at her. And she turned back her eyesight to the door, and Swami was standing right in front of her, smiling at her. So that was her first experience. And she was wondering about, she was not able to go to the Sai centers, and I told her, well, okay, don't need to do that work. Just put your resignation. And so she, uh, uh, the door that Swami appeared up, that's in the Christmas store, the door number at that time was 108. And so she put her resignation, and she got a better job, and was like, she had to travel uh, uh, probably less than an hour to go over to the Disney area. But then we got a notice on our door that, offering a job for apartment manager, and so it was like just walking across. Originally, that was a 2-bedroom apartment, so that was one of the bedrooms, and they converted it into an office. So basically, she just got out and would walk into the office. So that was uh, yeah, so that was our first experience. So, and then came the other stories about the interview we had in '87, and then 2007. So that was uh, just put in that little thing. So she was the one who really got going. And Swami had she was in Puttaparthi. No, she was in Whitefield, and she was asking for interview, and Swami told her, wait, wait, wait. And it was actually after the third time or third trip that Swami finally gave interview to both her and myself.